This is gonna... Let's just throw in a quick trigger warning there. Yeah. Welcome in, everybody. Let's, Oh, God, I gotta stop sitting like a fucking cashew. God damn it. Alright. Okay. Alright. Enter madness. Let me just say, I have no idea what this about. I don't know. Oh shit, I gotta change my game. Like a cashew. I'm gonna say right now, I have absolutely no idea. Let's increase that. Oh, that's so much better. Whew. I am going in completely cold on this. This is a cold playthrough. I have no idea what's going on at all. Hell yeah. Thank you, Shaki.
Careful. Be quiet. It has to be here.
I might play some...
I think this is it. Should we open it?
Dead by Daylight
Yes,
later.
That is it. It looks just like the drawings from the journal I found. Open the box.
There's nothing inside.
What? No. It can't be. It should be here. Shit. What was that? It's a trap! Run!
Get them.
It's her! She's here! Christopher! Christopher! Are you okay?
Take the boy, but don't hurt him. We need him alive.
What should we do with the other one?
We don't need the other one.
Leave him alone! Christopher! No!
What is going on? Desolatium, new graphic adventure based on Lovecraft mythos. Okay. Carter, the Desolatium magazine, special edition, Ghoul Lovers. Me. Carter Scott, the mystery of the man without memories. Carter has been caught. Escape before it's too late. It's not a good idea to remember everything. What? Hey!
Where am I? What will this take? Have I been drugged? I could get out this way if I loosen the screws.
Carter Scott, severe head trauma, loss of consciousness.
Carter Scott. Is that my name?
Diagnosis. Key patient
Seems I
organization should
have
be
a
conscious
concussion.
by...
That's probably why I can't remember anything.
Okay.
What will this take?
Oh, it's a point and
The
click.
window does not open. Here's something. A coin.
Nice.
Go back to your bed immediately.
When you found me, did I have anything on me that could help me figure out who I am?
Your things are in a different room, but they told me not to let you out of here. So take a seat and calm down.
Do you know what happened to me? I can't remember a thing.
I don't know, but by your looks when they brought you in, I guess something painful.
Where am I? This doesn't look like a hospital.
You're right. This is not a hospital. This is our home. But I can't tell you its exact location. That is confidential. Especially for someone like you.
What do you mean by someone like me?
Oh, that's true. The Sawbones said you have amnesia. Let's just say we've been looking for you for a long time. And you haven't been particularly nice to us. Your role in this whole thing is very important. I can't tell you anything else.
You speak as if this was a sort of an organization. Is this a government agency?
It's more the other way around. The government is part of what we are. We are everywhere, you see. Like him. He who dwells in our dreams.
Why am I not allowed to leave? Why am I here?
I can't tell you why you're here. The only thing I can tell you is that it will all be over soon.
I demand to see whoever's in charge.
Don't worry. Idiot will want to come see you too. But that woman is not very chatty, if you know what I mean. Now go back to your fucking room and don't bother me.
What the hell is happening? I could get out this way if I loosen the screws. I could get out this way if I loosen the screws.
Got him. Point clicks. All the same.
It seems this corridor is not guarded. I should find a way to get out of here.
If we don't stop them, this is the end. This will destroy everything and everyone.
Whose voice was that? I don't think using the main door is a good idea. The guard must be around there. Closed. It's closed. These people are dead. Leave him alone! Christopher! No! Was that a memory?
Okay, so the voice acting.
R-O-H. I wonder how she died.
Voice acting could use
There's
some
a
work.
name here. John Crossbow.
Herbert
What
West
the fuck
Diary.
is this?
Herbert. Okay.
These psychos want to perform a human sacrifice.
Let's talk about Herbert West. Herbert West is a character in The Reanimator. Herbert West is a character in The Reanimator. He was a mad scientist, and I'm pretty sure that that's a direct Lovecraftian thing. The Reanimator. I'm like 80% sure. Enigma also, hello. This is hilarious. The first time I absolutely refused. I wasn't going to let those fanatics force me to kill people to perform their strange rites. But she can be very persuasive, so the following time I reluctantly agreed. Now I never seem to have enough people to sacrifice. Can of soda.
Drink is always nice. What kind of experiments are they doing here?
Joining the cult is the best thing that has ever happened to me.
Trying to turn people into some weird creatures.
At first I had my doubts. Elder gods who claim the world, monstrous beings, senseless, madness. These people have a vision of the future. They only care about the result without questioning the means. They provided me with a proper laboratory and everything I need for my experiments. I just have to report to her, and while she's very reasonable, she's also ruthless, like no one I've ever met. The experiments are progressing by leaps and bounds. A few weeks ago, I wouldn't have bet a penny on any of the cult's beliefs. I've always been a scientist with no religious inclination of any kind, but the things I've seen here. Sacrifices. Sacrifices are the key to my serum. Sacrifices and rituals. And as much as it pains me, science sometimes needs a little push to do certain things, and I have finally learned them. The words of power, the symbols painted with blood, the ancient tomes written in forgotten languages. All these elements combined with my formulas are going to help me do it. Oh, buckaroo. Buckaroo.
What is this? Let's see if there are any clues in this recorder.
The subject died.
The subject died less than 5 minutes after injecting the serum. For a moment, all the activity indicators flashed in unison, illuminating all the screens. The subject began to mutate within seconds. His eyes turned completely red. His jaws started to grow very sharp fangs, and his voice became so high-pitched that his words couldn't be distinguished. Unfortunately, after taking the ghoul form, the subject passed away. But it has not been an absolute failure. As I was getting rid of the remains, the corpse's left hand started to have spasms. The serum continued to excite the cells in that area, even though the rest of the body was starting to experience natural rigidity. This opens up another very interesting area of investigation. I'm going to try to modify the formula to maximize that effect. Maybe.
This just keeps getting worse.
So, yeah. I just did a quick Google search to confirm, but Herbert West was a character in the H.P. Lovecraft story Herbert West Reanimator, which was made into a
This looks like an exit, but it's locked.
it was made into a goofy, silly 80s movie with Jeffrey Combs, and it's a classic. It's a cult classic about a man reanimating the dead.
Closed.
The voice acting on the main guy could use a little bit of work.
There's a name here. John Crossbow. I'm not looking under there. Nope. Mar O.H. I wonder how she died.
Am I supposed to be looking for something in here?
What kind of experiments are they doing?
Ha 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 ha.
Maybe these notes are mine? I'm not sure. It says emergency exit, but it's very rusty. I don't know if it's going to work. This looks like an exit, but it's locked. This looks like an exit, but it's locked. This looks like an exit, but it's locked. This looks like an exit, but it's locked.
Okay.
It's closed.
Okay. A very rusty key.
This looks like the right key, but it's very rusty.
So, okay, do we need to like wash it off or? Oh. You gotta wash off the rest with the cola.
Shit! They know I'm gone.
find Carter. We need him for tonight's ritual.
Sophie Whalen in search of the truth. Oh, hey, that's Saturn Devouring His Son by Goya.
I have a meeting with Carter in a few minutes. The Maypore excavation was quite an adventure, wasn't it? Although we couldn't find any of the Shankara stones in the end. I would have loved to visit Relia if it had been real.
Relia? Members of this cult believe that their god came from the stars, that when he came to this planet he created the great Relia, from which he ruled the world. But when the stars changed, the entire continent sank and the city drowned under the weight of the oceans. The god was trapped there, sleeping on the other side of the black door where he dwells dreaming until his faithful advocates wake him. Regarding their rites, we can talk about rituals and sacrifices.
If only we could find out where Dagon's followers are hiding.
Members of this order worship a water god, a mixture of man and fish, but of colossal proportions, called Dagon. This deity provides them with abundant fishing, keeps the seas calm, and protects them from threats. The encounters with worshippers of this cult speak of jewels made of gold with strange shapes and ancient styling, which they traded in addition to fishing, which was always abundant. They also speak of people with bulging eyes and greenish skin, probably due to inbreeding. Dagon has been venerated from the beginning of time by different cultures. For example, it is mentioned in the Bible when the Philistines defeat the Israelites and take the Ark of the Covenant as spoils of war. It is placed in the Temple of Dagon. All scholars agree that both the name and the cult of Dagon were imported from Babylon.
We are on the right path. Our investigation is almost over.
Ancient cults and their influence on modern religion, such as the esoteric Order of Dagon, whose origin seems to date from far earlier. Ancient engravings depicting their god have been found on remote islands in Polynesia. Amethyst, hello! Just for you. Butts. These same engravings have been found in recent cults, especially in coastal areas. This cult worshipped an aquatic being, usually represented with multiple tentacles. Their tradition spoke of amphibian creatures that surfaced to mate and years later returned to take their progeny. There's a whole language and writing based on the pictograms, the study of blank.
This painting always reminds me of what we are capable of.
Okay, Emily, you frickin' weirdo. Why does she have two very terrifying paintings? This is a nightmare.
As odd as it may be, this painting calms me.
Yeah, that's fucking weird. That's fucking weird, Emily. Let's leave. This woman is weird. That's strange. Strange coil.
I think he's in a small town called Dunwich or something like that. One of his colleagues from Arkham University needed him for a research they were doing.
The Dunwich Horror?
This is Dr. Pata's office. She is on an excavation in Costa Rica. Michael Horton. He had an interview with someone called Shutter Kane in Hobbs End, or something like that.
What?
Good morning, Miriam. How are you doing today? Have you seen Mr. Scott by any chance?
Good morning, Professor Whalen. No, I don't think I've seen him today.
Just a thought, Sophie and Christopher. Maybe
we had a meeting this morning and he
Stop.
didn't show up or called to cancel, which is very unlikely of him. By the way, are there any messages for me?
Now that you mention it, Mr. Scott left this envelope for you. I was about to take it to your office.
When did he leave the envelope? Was he here yesterday?
I didn't see him yesterday. And this morning, since he wasn't in his office, I had to call him because I needed his signature for some documents, but he wasn't home. I couldn't even reach him on his cell.
Yes, it is strange. I'm going to check in his office. Thank you.
You're welcome. If you need anything else, let me know.
She doesn't look like her picture, but that's okay. I like this system that they have. This is an interesting way of presenting it.
What happened here? It's a mess. It looks like someone did break in. Innsmouth? Perhaps that's where the Order of Dagon has been hiding this entire time.
The first records of Dagon's order date from 1848 when Brendan Axiza appeared battered and disoriented in a hospital. He had numerous wounds, many of them infected, and he had lost his mind. He kept telling stories about fishmen, devil advocates, and exotic jewelry. He told how they had closed the churches of the town to worship a new god who lived under the sea. He talked about human sacrifices and matings between sea creatures and townspeople. The police investigated and discovered that the town was totally normal, so Brendan Axiza ended up in a detention center for dangerous patients. He died less than a year later in his cell at his own hands after using his own blood to write the name of the town that tormented him and the name of the god that everyone there worshipped, Innsmouth and Dagon. Interesting. If you're not familiar with Lovecraft, Innsmouth, Massachusetts is a very famous site.
Sounds very familiar.
Azathoth. This amulet, made of a strange material between stone and metal, represents an open eye surrounded by tentacles in geometric shapes. It belonged to Umur at-Tawil, the guardian of the last gates. It is written in the fragments of Seleno that the Eye of Azathoth preserves the body and the soul against the horrors of this and other worlds. Its whereabouts have been a mystery for hundreds of years, but we finally discovered its location. It is guarded by the esoteric Order of Dagon, who use the power of the eye to hide their presence in plain sight. Innsmouth. Okay, we get it. We get it. Y'all are big H.P. Lovecraft fans. Okay, but now what? I guess we could go talk to Miriam.
Someone broke into Carter's office. Everything is upside down.
What? What do you mean someone broke in? In the university? We have to call the police.
Have you seen any strangers around here?
Well, now that you mention it, I did see two men hanging around the department yesterday. I asked them if they needed anything, and they said they were looking for Mr. Carter Scott. I'm pretty sure they left when I told them he wasn't here.
Tails. Tails, first of all, you would look great with bangs. I'm just saying. You would look fantastic with bangs. I'm just saying. Second of all, you should just do it. Just do it. Cut the bangs.
Did they tell you their names?
No. When I asked them if they wanted to leave a message for Mr. Scott, they said it was not necessary.
Thank you, Ember.
Thank you. If anybody else comes asking for him, please let me know.
Of course. Be careful. I'm going to call the police and the campus security service right now.
Yeah, the black paintings of Goya. Yes, you are correct. You are correct, Ember. Yeah, but now what do we do? Yeah, Buttspot speaks the truth. Where are my feet? Okay, what do I do now though? Like, I'm confused. It kind of is.
I think he's in a small town called Dunwich. This, Michael Horton. He had an interview with someone called Shutter Kane in
Can we do anything else in here? Okay. This is really, I don't really know what to do here. Let's just go talk to Miriam again.
Thank you.
You're welcome. If you need anything else, let me know.
Oh,
I
Sophie.
wonder what that important matter is.
Sophie, I'm sorry for not being able to attend our meeting. I have a very important matter to resolve. Matter that only someone like you could understand. If I do not contact you today, there is something in my office behind the narcotic manuscripts that I need you to have. In case you need it, don't hesitate to call James. And remember, the men of science suspect something about that world, but they ignore most of it. Okay. Behind the manuscripts. This is a piece I was missing.
This key looks very old. I wonder what it opens. This is the diary of someone who found the location of the esoteric order of Dagon. Finally! We've been looking for a lead like this for years. But why didn't Carter tell me about this before? I have to go to that village to see if it's all true. Maybe Carter's there. I'd better warn James, as Carter suggested in his note.
My search for the amulet that will destroy the beast that has taken over my dreams led me to the coast, a town called Innsmouth, whose inhabitants hide under their superficial smile the secret of the Order of Dagon. I fear that if they ever find out what I have come for, my life will be in serious danger.
James, do you know where Carter is? Something has happened.
Nobody talks like a normal person here. James Ozlak? Desperately seeking Carter. Thanks for playing. Oh, that's it. Okay, cool. I'm pretty sure I already have it in my wish list, but yeah, it's on my wish list. This is interesting. I like it. It's neat.